interwebs. It's black. Yeah, you know the rest. Uh, this is day after Thanksgiving. I'm feeling like a glutton, but yeah, that's nothing about nothing. So I'm going to quickly go over a couple of things, and I'm going to talk about the fake media. Uh, that's been the popular story that's going around. But first things first, Hillary supporters and all you snowflakes out there crying, whimpering, marching on the streets, stop it. Stop it. Just stop it. Uh, Trump isn't president. The president is not a king, despite what you heard. Um, Trump didn't win in a coup, and there was no Reichstag fire. If you don't know what the Reichstag fire is, look up Hitler. That's how he got a ton of his power. Um, the But none of that happened. If you're crying because of the fact that you believe in this identity politics as they call it, and if you're I got a vagina and the vagina to get in. Well, try a better vagina next time. I don't know what to say about that. I didn't vote for Barack either time, so I don't really buy into that. I understand why I can understand a little bit why certain people do, but I'm not that easily persuaded. You need to come in with some substance, hope for change, or I'm with her. It's not really substance to me. And if your record fucking sucks dick, I'm gonna notice that and judge you on the basis of that. But then again, I guess I'm crazy like that. So that's all I'll really say about that. I mean, and the other thing is, it's just called, if you were someone who had something invested in that on the left, like you're out getting people signed up and all that, it just means you weren't paying enough attention, man. I mean, I don't know what to say to that shit. And I blame the snowflakes who, I keep on saying snowflakes. If you don't know what it means, look it up. Once all this stuff requires some level of basic knowledge of the current political climate, I guess. Uh, but that just means you didn't really know who you were backing, and you didn't really know the party and what they're about. Because anything we found out this WikiLeaks revelations is that they stole the nomination from Bernie Sanders. It was going to be coordination with Hillary, no matter what. Um, so that doesn't really fly. So stop your crying. Stop harassing electors. They're people have just figured out, or some people have just figured out that they're actual electors that make the actual vote. So if you scare those people, you can scare them voting for Hillary. This is what will happen if you scare them. First off, if they go in and vote for Hillary, even though the state voted for Trump, they will get tapped on the shoulder after they place a Hillary vote. They'd be told to get up, leave, and then someone would sit there and then vote for Hillary. Oh, I mean, not Hillary, sorry. Vote for, I was about to say Romney. Vote for Trump. And if the next person votes for Hillary, guess what? They're going to be picked up. You see how this works? They're bound. In most states, you're just completely bound. There's no way of separating that. And once again, if some of you are finding this stuff out for the first time, and you were out there crying, out there whimpering, come the fuck on, man. You gotta man the fuck up, figure out what the fuck is going on, and then put some emotional maybe. It's weird. I mean, people put energy in the Democrat or Republican Party. I'm like, it's not like I'm a fucking Super Saiyan, but I'm so beyond that shit. They're so fucking corrupt. You have no fucking idea. It's aside to this, the reason Trump was able to get in at all, and the reason that they weren't able to push the never Trump shit is because of the rule change they had the last time Ron Paul ran. They set it up in such a way that you need at least 8 states, you need at least 8 states to be considered a nominee in a ring. And guess what those other candidates didn't have, the never Trumpers? They couldn't win 8 fucking states. So it's all bullshit. You see what I'm saying? Most of the fucking news that you're fed, they're counting on your basic ignorance. They're counting on you not knowing shit about shit. And sure enough, people's tears out in the streets let me know. People's anger and fucking screaming and hollering and all that shit. People go and march and protest for redress of grievance, meaning that they're missing some right, they're getting denied some access, or there's something they want to change, um, something they want the government to change. That's a right that's being taken away from them. That's some kind of privilege that they feel like they're not getting. They want a redress of grievances, something that they feel that they're owed. Now, if you run a fucking race, if I run a race with you and you lose, you don't come out and say, hey, we're gonna burn this motherfucker down. Hey, I don't agree with these results. Hey, it doesn't. It's about nothing. And like some of you are like, oh, so fucking what? This is the thing. Let's say Trump does something shortly after getting in. Fucking, there's a mass deportation team, and they're just, climbing in your windows, snatching your people up. Say some shit like that, right? Then you go on march in the streets. You know what people are gonna think? Even not knowing the first part, you know what people are gonna think? You're fucking full of it. There's something you thought up, maybe in like Melania's makeup. So you're on the streets. Oh, she should wear red. Why is she wearing all this blue? That's our color, or some shit. You know what I'm saying? You don't do yourself any kind of service at all. Damn, I end up spending 6 minutes on this. So I just really want to say that because I'm getting frustrated because I protested, I marched before, and it was always for something we were getting denied. If I run a race and my opponent loses, I wasn't denied a fucking race or was denied a victory because I couldn't keep up. Hillary couldn't keep up, and she had every advantage working for her the entire fucking time. She had the media. She had the DNC. The DNC, if you don't know this, they totally stole the nomination from Bernie Sanders. This is not someone coming as a lefty or righty. I'm libertarian leaning. I think their whole field was retarded, including the libertarian candidate, Gary Johnson. He can go fuck himself. He does not represent libertarian values or ideas. They just seem like they were pushing to get Hillary elected. And if you think I'm lying, check out the last few interviews that his VP choice did. It's all about Hillary getting her elected. Fucking disgusting. But anyway, people won't believe you next time. They would think you're just a bunch of young, dumb fucking somethings who know nothing about nothing. And that's why you're out in the streets. And that's it. Oh, but you understand, Trump, they at that point, they're not going to fucking care. Because at this point, 50% of the country, basically realize they're getting fucked by the Democratic Party as well as the Republican Party. Trump is a fuck you vote, if people haven't figured that out. He's not really Republican in that sense. He's not really a Democrat. He's a middle finger at the establishment. Now, who's to say how that middle finger will turn out? I have no fucking idea. The dude has no political experience at all. Oh, but it's going to be worse than ever. Well, Hillary has got people killed already. She's stolen fucking money. She's doing a lot of things that most of us will never ever fucking get away with. But so the last time it's Clinton, you guys all lose your fucking minds. I don't play that identity politic, whether that person has a dick or vagina, brown skin, white skin, red skin. That shit is not a factor. It just isn't. If you think it is, you're a dumb motherfucker. I don't really mean to be so mean, but man, that is so fucking dumb. That is some high school popularity bullshit. That's nothing to do with, like, people's lives are getting destroyed. You know what I'm saying? People's financial wealth is getting wiped out. But you care to have a vagina. You care to have a black man. You care to have any of these fucking things that are just different shades of the same shit sandwich or turd blossom that we fucking get in the White House. It's sickening, man. So I think the next video I'm going to talk about is the fake media. This one's, I guess I had to let that out. I'm just so sick of it, man. It's been like fucking 3 weeks. Get over it. I mean, it's not my president. That's how I feel about every goddamn president. Since I've been fucking alive. That's not my president. I don't know when I'll get my president. So I'm not going to fucking cry myself to sleep. I'm not going to fucking, I don't need a fucking pet dog or whatever the fuck. Comfort blanket, fucking put me in a bubble. It's called reality. It's called losing. You're gonna lose more so than you win. I'm sorry no one ever told you that. I'm sorry when you go to college that they fucking apparently coddle you and like give you your fucking pacifier and tell you you're in a safe fucking space. Reality is not a safe fucking space. Free speech and safe spaces and fucking trigger warnings don't mix like fucking oil and fucking water. They don't go together. So if you're thinking that those actual things, then you're probably, I don't even know what the fuck to think, because you can't both believe in a constitutional government and that bullshit. They don't mix at all. So anyway, this was a long rant. Next video I'm gonna talk about the fake media, but I'm gonna get that off my chest. If you feel free to talk shit below, other than that, blackout.